Hey, what's up, VC? I'm back with another video. Finally, I haven't made a video in a long time. I don't even remember how long it's been. I just haven't really had any motivation to make videos, but it is summertime, and I have been going to garage sales and record stores and picking stuff up. Not as much as I used to, because I organized my collection recently and kind of, figured out where I'm at and what I want going forward. I used to just go and buy everything I found. I'm definitely more picky now. This isn't a good example of it. This is some stuff that I actually found at a garage sale. Got a good deal on them. So anyway, without further ado, like I said, stopped at a garage sale, picked these up 50 cents a piece. Some of them are rough shape. Some of them are in really good shape. A couple 80s items that, are in kind of rough shape, but they do play. So happy to have them in my collection, especially for 50 cents. Can't really complain. And a lot of blind buys. So we're going to get right into this. This might be a long video. There's about, 40 records here, I believe. So the first one, blind buy, Bazooka, Tony Camilla's Bazooka. Not sure what this is. Figured it might be some funk soul stuff. I don't know. But that looked interesting. Just for the cover, it looked interesting. And then Fanny, Rock and Roll Survivors. This is some 70s female rock, I guess. It might be pop, whatever. But it's on the Casablanca label that Kiss was on. So, Brian, maybe you might know something about this. I don't know. But figured I'd pick it up for 50 cents. Then we have Floyd Kramer, class of 71. Some good 70s country. Then we have Badlands. No, not the band with Jakey Lee and Ray Gillen from the late 80s. This is a country band from 1981. It's a decent album. I'd seen it before, searching on eBay for Badlands stuff. Saw this album and saw it there 50 cents. Figured I'd give it a listen. It's not bad. It's just some, like I said, early 80s country stuff. So, what you'd expect. And then Alan Parsons Project, Eye in the Sky. One album that I didn't have in my collection by them. I have quite a few of their albums. Charlie McLean, just Encore. I guess this is a best of, I guess. Let me turn that down a little bit. And it's in the shrink. So that was cool. Then here's another blind buy, Earl Grant in Motion. I'm guessing this is some funk, soul type music. I don't know. Brian, once again, might know about this because he's into that type of stuff. And this, like I said, in the original shrink on Decca. It's in beautiful shape. We have Charlie Pride in person. Live in Fort Worth, Texas. So that's cool. Love me some Charlie Pride. Then we have Merle Haggard and the Strangers, The Land of Many Churches, with special guest Bonnie Owens and the Carter family. It's a gatefold. The gatefold's actually pretty beat up, but the vinyl is in really good shape. I'm not going to pull it out, but yeah, so that's some, country gospel, I'm assuming. Haven't listened to it yet. I love Merle Haggard. Then we have Mel Tillis, Southern Rain, in the original shrink. The Best of Charlie Pride, Volume 2, in the original shrink. I'm not going to take that out. Then we have Foxy, Hot Numbers, another blind buy. In the original shrink. Just noticed it has the hype sticker on the back. I've never seen one on the back before, but that's actually cool. Not sure what this is. I'm assuming this is some late 70s pop rock stuff. By the looks of the band, it looked interesting, so I figured I'd pick it up. And yeah, speaking of Ray Gillen and Badlands, when I saw this, I thought maybe this was an early Ray Gillen. Nobody else might see it, but I thought it kind of looked like him. But anyway, yeah. Then we have Dennis DeYoung, Desert Moon. He was from Styx, I believe, the original Inner, on the A&M label. I believe he's from Styx. If not, I'm going to sound like an idiot, but I'm pretty sure he was from Styx. Don't know why I can't think straight. Jay Giles Band, Freeze Frame. Yeah, just one of those classic albums that I didn't have in my collection. And then this one is actually, y'all might not find this pretty interesting, but as a kid, this was my favorite, I guess, musical, like classic musical, Oklahoma. It's the Oklahoma soundtrack. But what makes this cool, because I've seen this in Goodwill and everything before, and I have a copy of it. But this is a UK copy from Great Britain on the Capitol label. Pull that out, give you a close-up. So that was cool to find. Definitely will add that to my collection since I love this soundtrack and love this movie. Then we have Billy Idol, Don't Stop, 12-inch single with Money Money, Baby Talk, Untouchables, and Dancing With Myself, the long version. This cover is kind of beat up. The record itself is in decent shape. Plays pretty good. Love Billy Idol. And then this one was pretty interesting. Never seen this before. It's called No Nukes. It's got a bunch of people on here. The Doobie Brothers, Bonnie Raitt, John Hall and James Taylor, Graham Nash, Jackson Brown, Carly Simon, Chaka Khan, Radio, Jesse Colin Young, Ry Cooder, Nicolette Larson, Poco, Tom Petty, Bruce Springsteen, Crosby, Stills and Nash, Skatefold. So this was kind of some, kind of like We Are the World type deal, benefit concert deal they did, with a bunch of cool people. Haven't listened to it yet, but definitely looking forward to it. And this actually comes with, I think there was a booklet in here somewhere. Yeah, it's got a booklet and everything and 3 records, so that was pretty cool to find. Definitely interesting, never seen that before. And then we have Love and Money, All You Need Is, I've never heard this, it just some 80s stuff in the original Shrink, so figured I'd pick it up. Then we have Steppenwolf 7, just a classic album. This one's pretty beat up, but it still plays. Buddy Miles Express, Electric Church, Sublime By, but figured this will be some 70s soul blues type funk stuff. Oh, was Buddy Miles in Jimi Hendrix's band? That name sounded familiar, and just looking at the back right now, 4 of the songs on here were produced by Jimi Hendrix. So maybe he played a little on here, I don't know. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. I'll point it out right there. It says produced by Jimi Hendrix, so I thought he sounded familiar. I'm pretty sure he was in Jimmy's band, in the Bandit Gypsies, but I may be wrong. And then we have Freddie Fender, Before the Next Teardrop Falls, just the greatest hits, I believe. Unless that is the title of the album. I don't know. I just picked it up for that song, and it's in the original Shrink with the hype sticker. So, that was cool to find. Here's another one that I know Brian will know. Parliament, Chocolate City. I know he picked up one of their albums recently. So, that's definitely some funk, soul type stuff. Then we have Charlie Pride, Sweet Country, and the original Shrink with the RCA Experience hype sticker. And then we have, this was a cool find. I have the other soundtrack of this. Everybody's seen the regular Jesus Christ Superstar with Ian Gillan soundtrack, I'm sure. But this one I've been looking for a while because it's a little different. It's the Broadway cast recording of Jesus Christ Superstar. And it features Jeff Finholt as Jesus, and I have mentioned him before. He is my favorite gospel singer. I love his voice, and this was really cool to find, especially for 50 cents. And this actually still has the original little playbill insert that came with it, and I'll show you the label on this because it's pretty cool. Got an inner sleeve. Pretty sure this is the same as the Jesus Christ Superstar with Ian Gillan, the regular one. The label's the same, but this one is white and black instead of brown, I believe. That one is. So go ahead and slip that back in here real quick. So yeah, that was probably the highlight of this haul here, finding that, because I've been looking for that for a while. Here's another highlight of this haul. Cutting Crew, Broadcast. This is the album that has I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight. Of course, everybody knows that song from the 80s. This one was kind of beat up. The cover, at least. The record's in great shape. And then we have Billy Idol, Rebel Yell. This one is really beat up. But once again, the record is in decent shape and plays, so that's all I'm worried about. And then we have the ever-loving soul of Roy Clark. Of course, a country guitar player. He's a great guitarist. This is in the original Shrink. There's the back on the Dot label. Go ahead and show that one. So that was really cool to find. Then we have George Strait, Something Special. Love George Strait, especially since I live in Texas. And we have Johnny Cash and June Carter Cash. Johnny Cash and his woman in The Shrink. And Merle Haggard and The Strangers, If We Make It Through December. I'm assuming this is like a Christmas type album. Haven't listened to it yet. Then we have Willie Nelson and Family, Honeysuckle Rose, Gatefold. Almost there. Almost the end. Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, Against the Wind. Of course, that famous song Against the Wind. This has the hype sticker for Fire Lake with the original inner sleeve. And here's another cool musical soundtrack that everybody's seen a million times, but probably not this version. The Sound of Music. And this is also a UK mono copy on the RCA Victor Red UK label, the Red Seal. So that's pretty cool. I'll happily add that to my collection. And down to the last few. George Strait, Right or Wrong. Of course, this got You Look So Good in Love on it. Let's Fall to Pieces Together. And then we have Straight from the Heart in the original Shrink, so that was an upgrade for me. And then more Roy Clark. Roy Clark sings The Tip of My Fingers. This is a reissue, but still in the original Shrink. Let's see if we can show it back. Why is this sticking? There we go. We have George Jones, Still the Same Old Me, with the hype sticker and the Shrink. And we have George Strait, Greatest Hits. And last but not least, the incredible Roy Clark in the original Shrink as well. And that is also on the dot label, like the other one. So yeah, thanks for watching. I will be back again soon. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace out.